Hey folks, this is ioEther. I'm back with more World of Tanks. As you can see, this is Slim Jim in his T30. This is a tier 9 game on Highway, and this is the tier 9 version of the American turret tank. Now, not too long ago, we saw the tier 8 version in the T28 prototype. This is what the T28 prototype grows up to be. And it's such a beautiful tank. I love that camo, by the way. And he's got one mark of excellence. Now, before we get into the game, as always, please do hit that like button. And, of course, pull your friends into it. The more support... wow, me and words today. So, if you want to support the channel, one of the best things you can do is to pull your friends in and help the channel grow. Wow, eventually I get to the point, right? Let's see how well I cast a game now. And the great thing is, I've already cast one game this morning, and my tongue wasn't nearly this bad, so I don't know what happened between now and then, but apparently something. Snapshot in the batch hat is unlikely to hit. It wasn't given enough lead to begin with. If the batch hat stopped and backed up, we may have given him a round, but it wasn't like a definitely tried and true kind of thing. Okay, so apparently we're going to stop way back here. Oh, I see. Slim was typing. So for any of you who want to type while you're driving, just so you know, if you triple tap the E key, then your tank will keep driving. You can hit enter, type as much as you want. Never looks like you're away from your tank. And so yeah, he's moving in. He's aiming at the spot where he knows the enemy has to pass through, if they want to push on the corner. And most of the time, the enemy team wants to be over here. Now in this case, because of how aggressive our heavy tanks are being, the enemy is staying well back. Now our Carnarvon is trying to get himself killed by the looks of it, and he's just charging in blindly. He has lost most of his health. He's going to die here in the next few seconds, unless he gets a miracle or the enemy team stops shooting at him for some weird reason, which in my book is about the same as a miracle. Now he does look like he's getting a bunch of support from his team, so his team has realized that he's a great distraction and they're rushing in to help him. Wait. It was 1,300 damage in a single shell. Well, that's a way to start off a game. Good, you heard. Yep. Okay, apparently the low either knows we just fired or is gambling and pops out to shoot the WZ. Now, Slim wants a piece of this low. I don't think he wants a piece of the Type 4 heavy though. So he's side scraping. The Type 4 just has to splash him. Oh, but we can see enough of that. No. Popping one, good job, through the cheeks of the armor. I'm going to pause it as soon as we see the... Yep, so we're going to pause here. These cheeks are almost always penetrable. The thing is, if you can't shoot flat on into the front with a gun as has much penetration as the T30 does, then that means that normally that's because the tank is angled. If they're angled in any way and you can see these cheeks, they will be your response. Shoot through them as long as the Japanese enemy heavy tank is angled at you. But if you can see the side, shoot the side. It's a much weaker target. But if you think you're going to ricochet off the side, then these cheeks are almost always available for a shot. And 9 times out of 10, assuming you are tier 9 or up, you'll go through. Not necessarily the case shooting at the angled front of this tank. But we're about to get hit, so... Oh, he just shoots our tracks off. Through a bit of misplay from the Type 4, he just blows our tracks off. And then he gets down to a small enough amount of health that shooting through the driver's hatch of the front of his tank, Slim just blows him out of the water, and now that low is deciding to run. No, actually, sorry. He's trying to stay and fight, but he should have ran. Slim puts one through his drive wheel. Now that is always going to be a vulnerable point on any tank because of the fact that the drive wheel doesn't count as a ton of armor. It counts a little bit, but not a ton of armor, and then whatever's armor behind the drive wheel. In most cases, that is not a large amount of armor. Now, in the case of the Moss, until they actually change it, don't bother shooting through a drive wheel. You're just going to track the thing. But unfortunately, that shot was not into the drive wheel. That was off the upper glacis of the Taurus, and the Taurus is really well armored. So that shot didn't go anywhere. And I was talking about the Moss and shooting through his drive wheel. Oh, right. Currently, you just blow the tracks off or do damage. You can't do both. So it's not worth it unless you just try and do damage. In which case, yeah, sure, might as well. The low tried to snapshot us, and all it ended up doing was blowing our tracks off. And so now, I'm just gonna wait till he reloads, pop out here, and put a clean shot through, again through that drive wheel on the low. Now you could have put one through any part of that low, as long as he didn't hit the front of its turret and the gun mantle especially, he would have gone through and killed the thing. We're being pestered by enemy fire from the bat shot, but he really doesn't care. He is aiming for the weak spot on the Taurus. I don't know exactly where he hit, to be honest. Driver's hatch, maybe? That's what he was aiming for. But either way, he hit a nice little weak spot. I was thinking he was going to aim for the Cupola. Oh, he hit the machine gun turret. That's what he hit. Oh, nice. Nice shot. Considering we couldn't really see anything but an outline, hitting the turret there was a good shot. Took some time and well aimed. Look at that. 5,000 damage. And there's still 3 tanks left on the board now. Oh, sorry about this. I'm recording this early in the morning, trying to get this all done so I can go spend a day with my daughter. That kill steal. Technically, it's a kill steal. That kill was gonna burn to death, and anyone who saw it could tell. That was a 704 skill, and we just stole it out from under him. But that's okay. All things considered, this was a great game. We're just gonna cut it off here because there's no way he gets any more damage. Yeah. Can I get a like for that ammo rack on the T44, by the way? That was awesome, and we need to see that kind of stuff happen more often, right? Ace Tanker, Bruiser, Demolition Expert, Duelist, Fighter, Fight for Effect, and of course the coveted High Caliber award. Yeah, it's not really surprising he manages to get this, considering all he did in this tank. The fact that he managed to kill everybody he shot at, except for the Tortoise. It was the only shot he put into somebody. He didn't then kill that tank. And this poor T44. Yeah, that's an unfortunate way of getting killed in a game. He didn't even do anything. He could be like a truly Unicum player. He was there. He was gonna do some damage on the Carnivorm. He was just there to get some damage in. And lo and behold, he gets shot in the side by a T30, and that's the end of his game. There's nothing you can do about it. That truly sucks. But, it's World Thanks for you, baby. Yeah. For anyone who plays XCOM, you know what that feels like. Well, 10 shots fired for 5,000 damage. Well done, sir. Thank you so much for sending this game in. It was beautiful to get to watch this thing play out. And thank you all for watching. Please, if you want to support the channel, one of the best ways you can do so is by, of course, hitting that like button for that T44 ammo rack. And, of course, you can also do it. You can also tell your friends and help the channel grow. That is the main thing I would like to do, is have the channel hit like 500 subscribers by the end of the year is my goal. We'll see if I can make it there or not. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Have a great night. This is ioEther out.